Dallas, Texas, and the Texas State Fair. And for the better part of a century, the Sooners and Longhorns have defined conferences, national titles, and how regions of the country are perceived based on the outcome of this game. When these two meet, everybody pays attention. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Texas Longhorns taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Sooners will kick it away to start us off. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Offense getting set for first down. They move the tight end all over. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Going up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's golden.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Third and short now from their own 48. They'll try to power their way ahead. Still running at the 40. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. No huddle offense to the line.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right?
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. A third and long coming up here. Wants to throw. It's Ewers. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. On first down, here comes this offense. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. You can't help but think back to last year, Jesse, when Oklahoma figured out a way to win that close game.
And Reese, Texas has been reminded every day this past year about losing that game close, too. So you knew, David, coming out in this one, they were going to be amped up and ready to roll.
And you know the juices are flowing early in the game. Like, this is not a friendly rivalry. OU doesn't like Texas. Texas doesn't like OU.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Winner of this game dons the golden hat, but you know, Jesse, only David could wear the golden hat among the three of us because there's no way either of us should put a hat on the kind of heads of hair we have.
Well, I've also understood that the hat's like a triple XL, and we know David's got a big dome, and that's probably the only reason why he would wear it. But I'll tell you what, these players, they think about trying that old sucker on after this game all year long, David.
Yeah, and trophies matter. I mean, this is something at the end of games. People run, you see, they go grab them, they put them on their heads. It means something to these kids.
The Sooners send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Motion from the offense. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
To the air, it's Ewers. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally, and they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit, they were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot it. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Grabbed behind the line. It's Blue. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out. They'll decline the penalty. This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Bolden.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, we know down here when you're throwing into the end zone, the windows are so small. Ball gets tipped like that. There are a lot of defenders lurking around. QB's lucky that one wasn't picked.
2nd and 10 here. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Right down the boulevard. It's good. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Thompson. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Arnold. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
The offense gets pretty lucky there. 3rd down in your own end. You're throwing to try to get the first. That ball just a little bit late, and as a result, they're lucky that wasn't a pick 6.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's held. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that 1st down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to run for it. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
Wide out in motion. On the ground, it's Blue. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. They're trying to get to him. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, and you know what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
After the misfire, now on second down. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps him. He's trying to throw, nobody there. He tries to buy time, getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to beat the D deep. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need for panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a gap. It's Baxter. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
And they fail to hook up on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
Well, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively.
I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down. These last few drives, looks like he's seeing ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple of throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
Dropping back, it's Arnold. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll try to get the first through the air. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. On the move at the 30. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas! Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 11 to Purdue. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Alchuk. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. And the Sooners will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. They'll leave it with him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Fast motion from the offense. To the air, it's Ewers. Moving away from pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The Sooners want to move quickly.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking downfield, it's Arnold. Got it set up on the outside. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Chuck. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. A lot of urgency for this offense. The give to the back. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. They go to the counter. Kept it on the ground on 3rd down. Picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. They'll pass on the 48-yard field goal attempt and instead try to pick up the first down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
To the air, it's Ewers. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. Wide receiver shows motion. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Line getting set on second down. Looking for room. It's Baxter. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Going for it all. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And no chance at a return. This drive at their own 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass, it's Arnold. He's right on target. Hard-hitting tackle. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Fields the punt. Oh, and the ball's out on the return. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Offense gets set for second down. Now they'll run the draw. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
He'll bring it back. It's Thompson. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Just under half a minute to go before the break. They'll take over first and 10. To the air, it's Arnold. Pressure coming. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking to the big tight end. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Looking to throw on second down. Lofts one deep down the right side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Make the play on first down. They'll try it again. Second and 10 from the 27. Quarterback checking the play. They go to the draw. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a third and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Back to throw, it's Arnold. Unleashes one deep. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Absolute shank. Missed it. And that mountain is still 20 points high. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
On second down, just keeps firing. Caught close to the marker, it's Anthony. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
And now on second down for this offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Sooners are flying down the field. Off-play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on second and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. This offense in dire need of a touchdown. Is third and goal, but this is probably 4-down territory. Power ahead. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Looking to throw, it's Arnold. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Texas offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Golden. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Ewers. Trying to get to him. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him.
Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Mississippi State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates you'll see in here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to move it through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it at the 30. There have been a lot of great quarterbacks to wear the crimson and cream, and he is fitting right in.
That boy good. I mean, what can't he do? Just spinning the ball down the field, making big plays, the space in the offense, the speed in the offense, always big-time explosive plays with the Sooners.
Using the quick game. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw, it's Arnold. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
Movement here from the tight end. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Fair catch, called for and made. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Back to throw, it's Ewers. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch.
But one of the reasons you go for vertical is because you know you've got dudes that can stretch the field. This guy is one of the fastest receivers in college football, so I love the play call, taking advantage of that speed to go make a big play.
off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the punishment has been extended. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And didn't find much room at all as he'll go out of bounds at the 12. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Inside a minute to go here in the third. Unloads quickly. Makes the catch and knocked down.
The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him. But nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
To throw, it's Arnold. He's got his man. And tackled there by the defense. The Sooners in the hurry-up. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Texas 34, Oklahoma 10.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Sharp. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He makes the connection. Touchdown, Texas! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And Bevo's really starting to snarl right now, and he'd love to rub the Schooner's face right in it, David.
Yeah, they got it cooking. The Longhorns are looking good. In this rivalry game, you got half the crowd in this burnt orange, Jesse, that is going bananas right now.
Boomer Sooners got the weapons, though, guys, on offense. You've got the horses on the outside to turn this thing into a track meet. I know you're down here, but you can change this game. It just takes one play.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, his coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Sooner! In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the running back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking to pass. It's Ewers. Coming after it. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They're facing a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bond. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Quick release by the QB. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
You see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. He's looking downfield to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man downfield. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Arnold. It's complete to the right. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Sooners with the 1st and 10.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the...
Throws for the end zone. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Power football with the run.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
And on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Off the RPO, complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. down in the fourth quarter. It's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Feeling some heat. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
I'll tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter. It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Let's see what they've got on second down. Reads it, fires complete. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
And that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
This game always brings out the best in both teams, but today, Jesse,